Hi, this is Jay with Explore Colombia. Today we're close to Cota in Cundinamarca. We're going up this mountain to explore some ancient rock shelters. Now this site is not easy to access, but its inaccessibility has conserved it over time. So here ahead is another rock shelter. As you can see, the back wall of this shelter has been adorned with white artwork. Across the rock surface, pale lines begin to appear. They are not part of the stone itself. They were painted on top of it. White markings applied rather than formed. What's striking is how these lines interact with the rock. They don't bleed into the natural fractures. Instead, they bend, stop, and continue around them, as if these cracks were deliberately avoided. As we come down to the bottom as well, we can see again, this is not natural minerals leaching through natural cracks in the rock. This has been deliberately marked and deliberately created. That has been drawn by man. As we look at the surface more carefully, shapes begin to form. Lines connect, separate, and rejoin. Some areas are more defined, others are left open. This does not feel accidental. These markings begin to resemble something familiar. Not detailed, not precise, but organized. Almost like a simplified way of defining space. In a modern context, we might see this as a simple map. Now, if this is a map, which I strongly believe it is, then this is unlike anything ever found in South America before, and would show the earliest signs of map making and spatial awareness from the people that lived here all those thousands of years ago. Now, here behind me, you can see a much better view of the map. And I mean, you can see clearly it's been drawn, it's got boundaries marked in white, it's got points of reference. Now, this shows an incredible spatial awareness, an incredible knowledge of their environment, which, according to mainstream archaeology, these hunter-gatherers that would have lived here all those thousands of years ago did not have. This may not show a representation of places as we would draw a map today, but a way of recording movement, defining boundaries, and showing relationships with their environment. Whatever its purpose, these markings appear intentional. They seem to suggest a spatial awareness, and although perhaps not an identical map of the surrounding area, it would have definitely shown the most important locations and given the people who were living here all those years ago some sense of where they were. It would perhaps show hunting ground, lakes and rivers for fishing, and rock shelters where they could safely take refuge. Now, maps don't always copy the landscape exactly. They simplify it, make it easier to find your way around, which is exactly what this appears to be, a simplified example of the surrounding area. Now, if we go in here and get a bit more detail, we can see that this is not just minerals leaching through the natural rock cracks. As you can see, there's a crack there, and this has been drawn around it. So it shows deliberate human intention. Now, as you can see behind me, here is the map in all of its glory. Now, this is a one-of-a-kind find. Nothing like this has ever been found in South America before. This site demands that we look at things differently and think differently about how people lived all those years ago. This site shows a much higher level of intelligence and understanding than any of these hunter-gatherers are given credit for. This means that they understood their environment, they knew their environment, and they could draw their environment, which, for the time period, is truly incredible. Well, that's me done for the day. I'm going to start heading back down the mountain. Thanks for watching. See you next time.